2023 NFPA 70 National Electrical Code. Article 90, Introduction. 90.1 Scope. This article covers use and application, arrangement, and enforcement of this code. It also covers the expression of mandatory, permissive, and non-mandatory text, provides guidance on the examination of equipment and on wiring planning, and specifies the use and expression of measurements. 90.2 Use and Application. A. Practical safeguarding. The purpose of this code is the practical safeguarding of persons and property from hazards arising from the use of electricity. This code is not intended as a design specification or an instruction manual for untrained persons. B. Adequacy. This code contains provisions that are considered necessary for safety. Compliance therewith and proper maintenance result in an installation that is essentially free from hazard, but not necessarily efficient, convenient, or adequate for good service or future expansion of electrical use. Informational note: hazards often occur because of overloading of wiring systems by methods or usage not in conformity with this code. This occurs because initial wiring did not provide for increases in the use of electricity. An initial adequate installation and reasonable provisions for system changes provide for future increases in the use of electricity. See Installations covered. This code covers the installation and removal of electrical conductors, equipment and raceways, signaling and communications conductors, equipment and raceways, and optical fiber cables for the following. 1. Public and private premises, including buildings, structures, mobile homes, recreational vehicles, and floating buildings. 2. Yards, lots, parking lots, carnivals, and industrial substations. 3. Installations of conductors and equipment that connect to the supply of electricity. 4. Installations used by the electric utility, such as office buildings, warehouses, garages, machine shops, and recreational buildings, that are not an integral part of a generating plant, substation, or control center. 5. Installations supplying shore power to ships and watercraft in marinas and boatyards, including monitoring of leakage current. 6. Installations used to export electric power from vehicles to premises wiring or for bidirectional current flow. D. Installations not covered. This code does not cover the following. 1. Installations in ships, watercraft other than floating buildings, railway rolling stock, aircraft, or automotive vehicles other than mobile homes and recreational vehicles. Informational note: although the scope of this code indicates that the code does not cover installations in ships, portions of this code are incorporated by reference into Title 46, Code of Federal Regulations, Parts 110-113. 2. Installations underground in mines and self-propelled mobile surface mining machinery and its attendant electrical trailing cable. 3. Installations of railways for generation, transformation, transmission, energy storage, or distribution of power used exclusively for operation of rolling stock or installations used exclusively for signaling and communications purposes. 4. Installations of communications equipment under the exclusive control of communications utilities located outdoors or in building spaces used exclusively for such installations. 5. Installations under the exclusive control of an electric utility where such installations A. consist of service drops or service laterals and associated metering, or B. are on property owned or leased by the electric utility for the purpose of communications, metering, generation, control, transformation, transmission, energy storage, or distribution of electric energy, or C. are located in legally established easements or rights of way, or D. are located by other written agreements either designated by or recognized by public service commissions, utility commissions, or other regulatory agencies having jurisdiction for such installations. These written agreements shall be limited to installations for the purpose of communications, metering, generation, control, transformation, transmission, energy storage, or distribution of electric energy where legally established easements or rights of way cannot be obtained. These installations shall be limited to federal lands, Native American reservations through the U.S. Department of the Interior Bureau of Indian Affairs, military bases, lands controlled by port authorities and state agencies and departments, and lands owned by railroads. Informational Note to 4 and 5. Examples of utilities may include those entities that are typically designated or recognized by governmental law or regulation by public service utility commissions, and that install, operate, and maintain electric supply, such as generation, transmission, or distribution systems, or communication systems, such as telephone, CATV, internet, satellite, or data services. Utilities may be subject to compliance with codes and standards covering their regulated activities as adopted under governmental law or regulation. Additional information can be found through consultation with the appropriate governmental bodies, such as state regulatory commissions, the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission, and the Federal Communications Commission. Relation to other international standards. The requirements in this code address the fundamental principles of protection for safety contained in Section 131 of International Electrotechnical Commission, Standard 60364. 1. Low-voltage electrical installations. Part 1. Fundamental principles, assessment of general characteristics, definitions. Informational Note. See IEC 60364. 1. Low-voltage electrical installations. Part 1. Fundamental principles, assessment of general characteristics, definitions, Section 131, for fundamental principles of protection for safety that encompass protection against electric shock, protection against thermal effects, protection against overcurrent, protection against fault currents, and protection against overvoltage. All of these potential hazards are addressed by the requirements in this code. F. Special permission. The authority having jurisdiction for enforcing this code may grant exception for the installation of conductors and equipment that are not under the exclusive control of the electric utilities and are used to connect the electric utility supply system to the service conductors of the premises served, provided such installations are outside a building or structure or terminate inside at a readily accessible location nearest the point of entrance of the service conductors. 90.3 Code Arrangement. This code is divided into the introduction and 9 chapters, as shown in Figure 90.3. Chapters 1, 2, 3, and 4 apply generally. Chapters 5, 6, and 7 apply to special occupancies, special equipment, or other special conditions, and may supplement or modify the requirements in Chapters 1 through 7. Chapter 8 covers communication systems and is not subject to the requirements of Chapters 1 through 7, except where the requirements are specifically referenced in Chapter 8. Chapter 9 consists of tables that are applicable as referenced. Informative annexes are not part of the requirements of this code but are included for informational purposes only. 90.4 Enforcement. A. Application. This code is intended to be suitable for mandatory application by governmental bodies that exercise legal jurisdiction over electrical installations, including signaling and communication systems, and for use by insurance inspectors. B. Interpretations. The authority having jurisdiction for enforcement of the code has the responsibility for making interpretations of the rules, for deciding on the approval of equipment and materials, and for granting the special permission contemplated in a number of the rules. C. Specific requirements and alternative methods. By special permission, the authority having jurisdiction may waive specific requirements in this code or permit alternative methods where it is assured that equivalent objectives can be achieved by establishing and maintaining effective safety. D. New products, constructions, or materials.